heads and collectors, welcome back. It's a pleasure speaking with you again, and if you're new to this channel, this is Predator Collectibles and I am the host, Glennon Taylor, where we talk about everything from action figures, busts, statues, prop replicas from companies like NECA, Sideshow Collectibles, Kudibukia, and Hot Toys. Now, what I've decided to do for the growth of my channel is to do all of my news-based segments on a monthly basis as opposed to doing it weekly or bi-weekly. So for the month previous, for example, this will be August, squeezing in June, July. That's why I figure it'll be much more better doing it that way. Now, at the beginning of course, each of my episodes, we talk about the shirts in my collection, and this one happens to be from the Comic-Con box, a spoof or parody from the Guns N' Roses album, Appetite for Destruction. And what we have is Guns and Muscles instead, with the Predator in the middle, Dutch on top, Dylan, Blaine, and Billy. Now, I was mentioning before in my previous video on how sometimes Big Bad Toy Store had a much more better benefit than Entertainment Earth. I believe that to be very far from the truth. I have no animosity against Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth does in fact do more action figures, art prints from Acme Archive or Bottleneck Gallery, and they of course do also very cool things like, again, bottle openers from Diamond Select Toys, the lunch boxes as well, whereas Big Bad Toy Store can do statues, prop replicas, busts, and things like that. So Entertainment Earth has things that I believe Big Bad Toy Store doesn't, and vice versa. It just really depends upon what the item is, how much it costs, with shipping and everything like that. So I have no problem with Entertainment Earth. I have an account with both of them, which is why I think in one of the action figures that I'll be talking about here pretty soon, the Entertainment Earth beats out Big Bad Toy Store. So moving on into the collectible news, what we have so far from Diamond Select Toys is the Vinimates line, and they're expanding that, the Money Dutch and a cloaked Predator for $9.99 a piece on both websites, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And I believe Big Bad Toy Store will have theirs in November and Entertainment Earth will have theirs in January of 2018. I can't wait to expand on this line because I really am liking the Vinimates. They do stand by themselves. They're not articulated in any way, shape, or form. They're just small, about 4.5 inch figures. Now, the other company we're going to be talking about right now is Hiya Toys. And if I mispronounced it, I apologize, but it's spelled H-I-Y-A, and they're going to be releasing their line of Predator figures this December for the holiday season. And they're working on the second film, Predator 2, and they're going to be releasing that month the City Hunter from Predator 2 as well as the Guardian. They come with both accessories, the combo stick, as well, of course, the stand. And it should be very well articulated, very well painted, and the sculpt should be, from my seeing the prototypes right now from Toy Fair 2017 this year, they look very well detailed, so I can't wait to see these. The other ones that will be coming out will be the Boar Predator, the Shadow Snake, and all the other Predators, including the Elder, will be around February or around March. Now, the next line of collectibles we're going to be talking about is coming out of the company of NECA. Most of you who are watching my channel are very familiar with NECA, as well as I am. You can tell from this guy behind me, I'm a huge NECA fan. And what's coming out this holiday season is Series 18 of their Predator line, and it's based off of the comic books from Dark Horse. And it's going to be Machiko Noguchi, Broken Tusk, as well as a third Predator from the Life and Death series. And Randy has said, Randy Falk, who is the production designer, has tweeted on Twitter as well as videos that Predator, now Aliens, are their bread and butter of the revenue stream for NECA. And Machiko sold out like that. As soon as she was announced, within 24 hours, she was already done and gone. I have, on the other hand, ordered the set of the 3 figures, so I will get both her, Broken Tusk, and the third Predator from Life and Death. David Silva, who sculpted Machiko, I met him back in Monsterpalooza 2014. Really awesome guy, really down to earth, amazing artist, and I'm very, very excited to hear and see that he's the one that's sculpting Machiko. Now, the other one that's being released is quarter-scaled Jungle Demon. That exact same Jungle Demon that was a Loot Crate exclusive, now part of the 30th anniversary line, he's being bumped up to 1/4 scale with LEDs in the gauntlet, tri-laser, and his eyes will flash yellow, just like it did in the movie when Mac first met him on the tree after Blaine was slaughtered. So that's very, very cool, very exciting. He's going to be $119 at Big Bad Toy Store and $124.99 at Entertainment Earth. So in this case, Big Bad Toy Store does beat out the price point for Entertainment Earth, and they'll both be released in September. Another company called Eagle Moss Publications. They do a lot of things regarding Star Trek, Marvel, as well as a few other science fiction based lines. And what they've already started doing is releasing Predator statues that are about maybe 7 inches or so. And they've already released the Unmasked Predator, the Berserker from Predators. And what we're going to be released this October is 2 figures, the City Hunter from Predator 2 and a 12-inch, $150 price point for a masked Predator as well. Now the masked Predator will also be released in October along with Noland from Predators, but the highest that I could find was $150 for Entertainment Earth for the 12-inch statue. He did already sold out on Big Bad Toy Store for $140, so it's about a $10 difference. Not really gonna complain about $10, but it is what it is. And the Elder AVP Predator statue will be released, I believe, in November. So I'm really excited about Eagle Moss coming out with more statues. I have unfortunately canceled those subscription-based boxes, but I had to get those starting out pretty soon. Otherwise, I was going to miss out on the whole line and probably pay out more than what I needed. So I will be getting the regular price $30 pieces from Big Bad Toy Store and the big one from Entertainment Earth. Now the one collectible we're going to be talking about is the Predator Cinemaket sculpted by Steve Wang. The reason I'm bringing this up is because normally he retails for $2,000 from Cinemaket. Majority of their statues do price at that point, if not $1,500 to $2,000 because of the amount of detail, how big they are. I think the Cinemaket statues are about 36 inches. One just recently sold out of Indonesia for $580. This is the lowest priced Cinemaket ever to be sold for that price. I was trying to get it myself, but I got beat out as usual, and unfortunately I don't have $580 to spend, nor do I have $2,000 for my previous video that I couldn't spend $2,000 on cover artwork. I can't spend $2,000 on a Cinemaket. So I'll just have to wait and see what I can do in regards to getting my own Cinemaket. Right now they're pricing for sale between $5,000 to as high as $8,000 per statue. So they're really sought after, according to a lot of Predator collectors, the holy grail of statues. So hopefully I'll be able to add one to my collection here pretty soon. We'll have to wait and see. Now those of you who collect Star Wars, Marvel, or DC are fully and well aware of Sideshow Collectibles. They were released last year at San Diego Comic Predator Maquette, and that of course is going to still be pre-ordered through Sideshow Collectibles at $1,250. Now unfortunately I missed out on the Big Bad Toy Store price, which I think is about maybe $20 cheaper, but as it stands right now you can still pre-order it and pay, I believe, about $150 per month for the Maquette, and it'll be released sometime early next year, 2018, I believe between February and March. Now what I want to try and start doing is collect Predator screen use props. I know it sounds expensive, it is. This guy right here behind me, he's not a screen use prop, I wish he was. But this is simply just a latex mask that was given to me as a gift. But Profiles in History happens to cater to this and had an auction recently and sold 2 of the hero suits from Predators. They sold the Tracker and the Classic Predator. The Tracker sold for $25,000. That to me is the price of a car, so I don't know how someone could afford it unless they were making payments of $2,000 a month on that. The Classic Predator, who was played by Derek Mears, sold for a whopping $40,000. So I can't even imagine having a foam hero suit that's $40,000 in my house, so I wouldn't know where to put it. But I'll see what I can do in regards to smaller base props like a cannon, a blade, a glove, or a hand, things like that, and see what we'll go from there. Those, I believe, I'm hoping, based on just the hand, will be between $300 to $400, but we'll have to wait and see what we can do for the screen use portion of this channel. And I'll showcase those a few things as well once I get them in my collection. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys are expecting out of the Predator Collectibles this year. And as always guys, happy hunting.